Row 2, it's Tyler Bush in the X15 from Hubleton, Blaine Nichols from Messina in the 22B. Row number 3, it's Kevin Federley Jr. in the 57 out of Messina with Eli Gilbert from Brazier Falls in the 75. Bruno Richard, the point leader, coming into tonight out of Gatineau, Quebec in the 72. The 72G out of Chelsea, Quebec, that is Denny Govro, and Steve Gilmore out of Watertown in the number 6. Steve finished second here the last time the Fabco Dirt Car Pro Stocks were in town. So here we go. 9 cars on track, 8 laps is the distance, one and only heat for the Fabco Dirt Car Pro Stocks. Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thunder Cars lined up and ready to go next. Mike LeClaire, the Chief Director of Traffic Control, looks the field over. Green lights are on and away we go. Everybody kind of taking their time through turns 1 and 2 before they can get themselves sorted out down the back straightaway. And we're 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, 3 rows deep into turn number 3. And a couple of drivers who went at it a couple of weeks ago, Justin White and Tyler Bushy, going at it for the lead. Bushy's going to get the advantage down the front straightaway. Justin White back there for second. Kevin Federley Jr. right there, position number 3 with Bruno Richard in 4th. Eli Gilbert, who's got a win here this year, is 5th as they hustle down the back straightaway with 1 lap complete. Coming around to complete lap number 2. Bushy in control. 2-car length lead as the one of White continues to hold on to second. Looking back through the field as the top 4 begin to pull away. Justin White won at Mohawk a couple weeks ago, actually last Friday night. Holding off Kevin Federley Jr. right now for position number 2 as Bushy continues to pull away as we watch this battle for second. Pretty good one right now with White and Federley, and now Bruno Richard starts to get into the act as well. He rides back there in spot number 4. Down across the line, here comes Federley. Another look to the inside on lap number 3. Can't quite make it pay off, though, as Bruno Richard sets back there in the 4th spot, waiting for something to happen with the 2 drivers in front of him. Justin White's still able to hold off Federley into turn number 3 and 4. Track very fast, and pretty much everybody got their foot buried through the carburetor right now, trying to find some speed. Bruno Richard brings his ride to the low lane, trying to get around the 57 of Federley into 1. Can't quite get it done. Federley a little bit more momentum off the higher lane. Will keep the number 3 spot. It's Richard back there in 4th. Then everybody after Eli Gilbert for the 5 spot. He's got Denny Govro, Steve Gilmore, Blaine Nichols all over him as they hustle into turn number 3 and 4. And look at Gilmore right there on the back doorstep trying to get by. And Denny Govro make heavy contact off of 3 and 4. Both of them have tires that go down, and the yellow lights will come back on. Gilmore a right rear flat tire and left rear flat tire for Denny Govro. Both drivers got into each other a little bit coming off of turn number 4, and that was the end result right there. So they'll head back to pit road, and hopefully it's just flat tires, and maybe they can get those changed and come back out. But we will have to wait and see as Gilmore takes his ride to pit road. And we'll take a look on the replay here on Dirt Track Digest TV as we watch it up here in the tower. Eli Gilbert and Steve Gilmore battling for the number 5 spot. Denny Govro was right there trying to challenge. Gilmore got a little out of shape, and Govro trying to go by on the high side. Gilmore looks like he overcorrected it and didn't know Govro was there, and they both just came together hard. And the end result was 2 flat tires for 2 drivers. So both drivers are headed back to the pits as Denny Govro thought he was going to need some help getting back to pit road, but looks like he's going to be able to drive it away under his own power. So we are past the halfway point in this one. It's an 8-lap heat event. 5 laps are down, 3 to go. Tyler Bushy, Justin White, Kevin Federley Jr. the top 3, Bruno Richard and Eli Gilbert the top 5, then it's Blaine Nichols and Michael Clark in the 00. Ready to go green. Mike LeClaire will look the field over. Tyler Bushy, Justin White on the hammer off of turn number 4. We're back to green. And again, in a 1 and 2, Bushy gets the advantage this time as they hustle down the back straightaway. Justin White, Kevin Federley Jr., Bruno Richard, the top 4, string out down the back straightaway into 3 and a 4, separated by no less than a car length each as they work it up off of turn number 4 and back across the line. 2 laps left to go for Tyler Bushy. Tyler Bushy still looking for his first heat win of the season. His only feature win here at Can-Am in 2022 was the Dirt Car Pro Stock Series race on May 18th. So it has been a while since Tyler's been to victory lane. Would like to change that and get some momentum going into the Dirt Car Pro Stock Series race tomorrow at Lebanon Valley. White flag in the air for Tyler Bushy as we watch the battle for position number 2. Federley down to the bottom. Justin White up on the high lane. Give the position to Federley as they're working off of turn 2. Now Bruno Richard gets into the mix as well. Tries to get by White. Couldn't quite do it. Into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. Checkered flag is waving as they work it up off the turn. Bushy washes wide. Here comes Federley down across the line. Half car length advantage for Bushy at the finish. Not sure what happened to Tyler there at the end. Pushed way wide in the turn, but it allowed Kevin